Hold on.
What's up? What's up? Yeah, we live. We record. We ain't live, but we record. He look
Okay,
like
okay. I
what?
sure just got a text message from him too. So
Oh, did you?
yeah,
He's still going through it.
he
He ain't
said
coming.
something about he talking to his mama now. So let him do him.
I'm gonna let him have his
Yeah, let him have his
his
moment.
time. Right. All right, guys. Welcome to Cocktail Therapy, the podcast. I got my boy Tonio with me tonight. And we're just gonna have like a conversation. I was supposed to have another guest. That's all right. We're gonna keep it rolling. We are going to talk about we want to know what men want. It's a lot of ladies out there that are interested in it. There's a lot of women out here just, looking for love. Valentine's Day coming up, you know.
Mm.
They want a date, just
Huh.
a couple of things.
They looking
No
for
big
love or
deal.
they looking for a gift?
Are they looking for a gift? You
Yeah,
know
love
what?
or a gift.
Let me say this. I've never had a good Valentine's Day. I
Mm.
have not. No. What? I'm sorry, my child in the background. He be off
Right.
on
Why,
all
why? Why?
types.
Why is that?
Either I okay. So um either I end up dating somebody who I don't know from day one, they don't celebrate Valentine's Day. Like there's not a conversation that we have.
Mm.
Or, and I think that's an excuse, by the way. If you ain't got no money or whatever, and to me, Valentine's Day doesn't mean you have to go out and get me a gift. We just need to do something like spend time, that sort of thing. For me, it ain't that deep, right?
Right.
So, but I respect people who say they really don't celebrate it, but I think it's a cop out, right? And the reason why I think it's a cop out is because if you're not doing stuff, I had one guy say Valentine's Day should be 365 days a year. And I saw him actually present that. Like when I saw him with his girl, he was making sure, they was going out. He was being intentional about date nights. He was getting her gifts. He was making sure this was taken care of and that was taken care of. Okay, Valentine's Day 365, let's do it, right?
Right.
But I think a lot of guys either they ain't got the money to do it, they don't want, and I think sometimes we don't compromise enough in relationships. So if I'm the type of girl that like flowers and teddy bears and all that other stuff, right? If I
Right.
like that, and that's the type of girl that I am, but I don't do Valentine's Day. You ain't got it. Don't cost nothing to go get some flowers from Kroger. You know what I'm saying? Get a little card. Just my thought process.
All right. Well, let me chime in on that because I'm
Okay.
different. Now I don't give a damn about seriously, but I don't care about buying the flowers. But if that's something my partner want, it's cool. But
Right.
with most men, with us, it seems like women look at Valentine's Day as one way. Cupid shot his arrow both ways, so they
Okay.
don't look
So
at it
hold on.
as Valentine's Day for me and my partner. They look at it's just for me where my gift at.
No, I don't. Well, I don't agree with that. Let me say, I do see that. I see that. I don't agree with it. So for me, if I have a partner, and we're in a relationship, I am birthdays. I'm trying to do stuff, and I'm trying to think outside of the box. I'm not trying to just go buy something. I
Right,
pay attention to my partner, right? So
right.
last guy that I dated, and if one of his friends tell him, because he blocked, but if one of his friends tell him that I said this, it is what it is. Um, for his birthday, I I had the idea of he loves karaoke. So I had the
Okay.
idea of doing a karaoke party for him. And there's a song that is not on the karaoke thing. Like they might have been able to try to find it, but they weren't gonna be able to find this song. So I talked to a couple of producers that I know. I talked to one of my friends that was a DJ, and they found the song for me.
Okay.
Okay. So I wanted him to sing it because he was, I'm gonna learn this song, I'm gonna sing it at karaoke. Okay, cool. So I'm listening and paying attention to this. So I got the song for him, got them to do it, and I sent it to him. Happy birthday.
Right.
He likes cheesecake. He don't like sweets, not big on sweets, but he loves cheesecake. My friend is a chef. I made sure she made him his own cheesecake, and then for everybody that came, they got the little cheesecake shooters. That I did that because I wanted him to feel special on his birthday. Like I'm not the girl who give me, right?
Right.
I don't. require what I can't provide. So on Valentine's Day, if my guy like a certain cologne, or if he likes, certain whatever, I'm paying attention to those things because I want somebody to pay attention to me and what I like and what I need. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
I hear you.
Yeah, so I'm very much not that person. And there's some women out there that are like that guys don't appreciate. But if they're I see a lot of the women who are gimme, they getting it because guys are willing to provide it, right?
What?
But for the women who they want to be reciprocal in that thing, guys ain't really got it for them. And I don't understand. That don't make sense to me. Explain that to me.
All right. Well, let me go back to what we were saying earlier. When you saying you don't agree, that's why I say the majority. I ain't saying all women. You going off your situation.
Right.
From most of the experience that I have with women, and I'm going on 45, most of them, all except for one, what you give me for Valentine's Day? What you give me for Valentine's Day? Now, once they ask me, is it something that you like? Is it something that you want? They make it about me.
Yeah.
Even on Mother's Day, lady, you not my mom. But they still expect a gift from their partner.
No, I don't. Yeah, I think that's wrong. I think your kids should do something for you.
Right.
If your baby daddy want to get with the kids and do something for mom, like, hey dad, can you take me to go do something? That's one thing. Your husband, you taking care of the children, she handling the household. Something that a lot of guys be like, hey, if my wife or if my girl wasn't there to make sure the kids were straight, I'd be pulling my hair out. I'd be bald, early, whatever that situation looks like. But if we just go together, we just date. I ain't birthed none of your babies. No.
But then don't get me wrong. I don't mind if there's some that make her happy and she doing what she's supposed to do as a partner of mine in this relationship.
Okay.
So me giving you something for Mother's Day, there's no problem. Okay. Me adding to what the kids got, no big deal.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? It's not a problem. Sometimes it depends on really how that person actually feel about their partner.
Yeah.
So, sometimes them holidays come around and y'all ain't just getting along. This person might be 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably why you get stiff on a lot of shit. Excuse my language. And it can go both ways though. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I dig her, but I don't like her like that. She cool, but I don't know. And then sometimes with men, sometimes we ain't sure of myself. This type of instance, I'm not making enough money.
Right.
I got to pay this and got to pay that, or I done lost my job. You know what I'm saying? A man don't feel like a man when his finances messed up.
So is that tied? So is income or the amount of income that men make, is that tied to your self-esteem?
A lot of us, I say yes, but sometimes if you got the right partner, they can make that go away. Nah, baby, we good. I'm gonna give you an example. I have a cousin. His wife make more money than him. She's a nurse. He's a city worker.
Okay.
All right. But she would never became a nurse if he never sacrificed. I'm keeping the kids. I'm maxing out my credit cards. You go to school. That's what I look at as a real partnership.
Right.
So in her eyes, I wouldn't have none of this if it wasn't for him doing what he did.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? He made sure all the bills were taken care of. I saw this man, no, cuz I can't go out tonight. I gotta help these girls with their homework. I got to make sure they straight. Hey, let me go make sure I gotta pick my wife, bring her something to eat. She been studying all night.
Yeah.
Make sure she got everything she needs. I saw him do that. And I'm really like, oh wow. So when she graduated and actually became a nurse, not once she ever threw it up in his face. Now she looking at him, babe, you can quit that job if you want to. I got us.
Wow.
Yeah, and most women are frown on that. But then a lot of people don't know the backstory.
Well, I I'm gonna use Tabitha Brown as an example. Okay, so Tabitha Brown and Wendy Williams had something really ugly to say about her when she was back on TV. But Tabitha Brown, a lot of people don't know her story. Tabitha has been working as a working actress in the industry for many, many years. We didn't know who Tabitha was because Tabitha might have had a one-liner in something, or she might have been an extra in the background because she's always wanted to make it in the industry.
Right.
Her husband, they relocated from South Carolina or North Carolina to LA, and she had the code switch with her dialect because she got that country twang in her voice. If you listen to Tabitha talk, she's very articulate, but she got that auntie twang in her voice, right? So her husband was a police officer with LAPD, and anybody that knows the life of a police officer, my brother's a police officer, right? So it's nights when my mom had been up in the middle of the night. My mom was a minister. My mom would get up and she started praying because she feels something in her spirit. She sees something on the news. She calling my brother, like, you okay? You all right? I heard it was a shooting. Like, it, we live that life as a family who has a police officer. You know what I'm saying? That's close knit in our family. So she got to a point where she's getting all these brand deals, because he worked to make sure she could go and do whatever, so she could go on those auditions, so she can go try to get this role, so she could go do this. So he worked LAPD. His desire was to be he has a nonprofit organization now, but that's been his desire. He wants to teach kids how to play basketball. That was his desire. That was his dream. So she told him, man, quit your job.
What?
A lot of people was like, couldn't be me.
Yeah.
Not and what people don't seem to realize is nonprofit, they make money too. Right. Nonprofit organizations make money too. A lot of the big organizations, they make money.
Right.
They do. They bring in money, they get grant money, all this stuff. But she, in my mind, as a woman who wants a husband, I can't do the family part no more because I got 2 kids.
Right.
I'm done. But for health reasons, I'm done. But in my mind, if I'm with somebody and this person I'm looking at to be my mate for the rest of my life, right. I'm looking to build with that person. I'm not looking to just take. Right. Or give. I'm looking for us to come together as one to build. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that showed building. They've been together for many, many years. Like, hey, we did, and what she did was she gained notoriety during the pandemic. She had gotten sick. She talked about how she changed and turned into a vegan because a lot of people don't understand it. Like we could heal our own ourselves instead of taking all these medications and stuff that they have us on. Right. And so she learned how to do that. She started studying it. So what she did was she started doing videos about her journey. And people bought into it, and she got all these followers, and she was showing people the recipes and things that she does for her kids and for her to live a healthier life. And that became a whole thing. She got Food Network, and she got the thing with Target. And so she's like, baby, go sit down. I got this. And she, as a result of that, people calling her for roles now. She ain't going out having an audition for nothing. People, hey, Tabitha, we want you on our show. Hey, Tabitha, I want you to do this. I want you to do this guest spot over here. She was on The Shy. Kev on Stage have stuff. He has his own little network. She be on Kev on Stage. Like, it's all types of opportunities and doors that have opened for her. And she just said, husband, come on. We're gonna pour into your dream now. Get what I'm saying?
Right.
So I see a lot of guys that say this is gonna be a kind of two-parter. Number one, I see a lot of guys who say they would prefer their wives to stay at the house.
Okay.
And not work. But hold on. But not because they just want to take care of their woman. They want their wife to sit at the house as a measurement of control. One guy said to me, y'all be having work husbands. I said, huh? who got work husbands? I just every job don't have that dynamic, right?
I agree.
But the other thing is that submission thing. So I'm gonna ask you this: if you were in a financial position, would you want your woman to work? Like if she got a dream, something made her happy, she did. Would you want her to work, or would you want her to stay at the house?
Depending
That's
on
the first question.
well, to me, it depends on what she want to do. If I got the money to take care of us and the family, it's her choice. I'm not gonna stop her from working.
Okay.
If there's something if there's something that she really want to do, I'm not gonna stop because we can always use more money for anything. So I never stop. And then you never know. It could be her stress reliever from wanting to leave the house to actually have something to do. So if you notice, a lot of older people, the reason why they work for so long, because they don't have nothing to do once they retire. They don't want to retire. Then you find out as soon as they retire, oh, such died 2 months ago. And they just retired. Because you never know what a person dealing with. And then doing things, moving around, make them feel young.
Yeah.
Even to go with grandparents, when they get their grandbaby, they don't mind keeping it because their grandbaby keep them busy.
Yeah.
They run around, they see the enjoyment and excitement in it, and they give them more motivation to keep going in life.
Right.
So I never want to stop that from nobody I talk to.
Right.
That I'm with. So that's my answer for that.
Okay. So let's talk about submission.
All right.
So you got these relationship gurus, and I put the air quotes because I'd be like, oh, okay, sir, ma'am. They talk about submission. Okay. When I see a lot of men discuss submission, they talk about submission in terms of, I think, slavery. Right? They want somebody to cater to them and provide their every need. And if I pay these bills, I expect this house to be clean. I expect this food to be on the table. I expect blah, 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 blah. Hold on. The house do need to be clean. Food do need to be cooked. However, if I am working and you are working, because it ain't the rich man saying this. Okay. I don't hear rich men saying this. I hear penny heirs and thousand heirs saying this. Okay. Okay. You need to make sure this done, or you need to do this and da 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 da. But if I got the job and you got a job, I'm tired when I get off my job too. Okay. I was just on the phone with my girl Mika. We were talking. And we was talking about how stressful our days were at work. Both of us manage our respective offices. And so I'm telling her how Jesus, God got to be testing me at this point in my life, cause everybody ain't got it all. Okay, I'm having to do a little bit more than I have ever had to do as a manager. Okay, I'm having to hold a lot of hands. I'm having to do, and it's stressful to have to be responsible for other people on the job. Then I got to come home and I make sure your dinner cooked, but you get to come home and play your video game or. Right.
I knew you about to go there. I'm happy you touched. I'm glad you asked that question. And I tell Cuz the same thing. Yeah, I think y'all looking at it wrong as far as the submission. Think about it. All right. You got a long day at work. I have a long day at work. All right. You signed up for this. Just like I signed up to do the outside work on the house. So if the grass needs to be cut, you looking at me like, because you ain't gonna do it, right? And you don't supposed to do it. All right, we all have our role as a mate, even the kids. So that's why I go back to partnership. All right, now, you know, a long day. All right, baby, you gotta worry about cooking tonight. We go get something to eat. We can order out. But some nights we just want that home cooked meal. And we ain't saying every day. But y'all put in y'all head, y'all think it's every day. It's
just some guys want it every day. No, it ain't all. Some men I've seen, they want it every day. I don't have a problem with doing a home cooked meal. What? I do not have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with cooking it all. I do not.
Then again, if a man want it like that every day, you got to know your partner too. You know what I'm saying? You got to know your partner. So it's gonna be something between you and your partner to work out, in my opinion. For me, I might want to hear, but she's like, nah, baby, I'm dog tired. So don't worry about it. And I go get us something to eat.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, on this day. It's just like, if I come home, you like, baby, y'all ain't been cut, such. And you know I'm about to go out there and cut, but you know I've been working my behind off. You probably say, baby, don't worry about that. Come on in. I'm gonna pay somebody else to cut it.
And I would do that. If I see you tired, I would, hey, let me call Junebug to come cut the yard. So I don't have a problem doing it.
But it's all about partnership.
Yeah.
You know, and you got to have that conversation with each other about that. Hey, if you feel like you're being overwhelmed, and that be the problem because we don't communicate as far as our feelings, or we scared or we timid, you got to come out and say it. No, baby, not tonight. So, baby, you know what I'm saying? I want to, but you know what I'm saying? You got to have that conversation. Then you got to know what type of person you're dealing with.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you need to make that decision before y'all even get that far anyway. If this dude too demanding, or if he is he clingy, or is he abusive? You know, you gotta watch for all that before you even say I do.
Correct.
So you're supposed to learn your partner from the jump. Whenever I meet anybody, if I come on the job, I probably won't even speak as much because I'm trying to learn everybody in there. They don't know it, but I sit there and just watch how people move, how she whispers to her, how he tell him come in the back all the time to talk to him.
Yeah.
You know, I need to know what I'm up against. You gotta do that in relationships too. You need to know who you're dealing with.
So do you think, because you said that before you say I do. So do you think that people are more excited about a wedding more so than a marriage?
From what I'm seeing nowadays, yeah. Because you ask a woman nowadays, let's do the courthouse. Courthouse? I look like a courthouse type girl. Like, you spend more money. Like, you spend more money on a wedding. And then when y'all start moving in together, now y'all finances behind.
Yeah, I would do. I used to want a wedding. I used to want one. I ain't never had one. I ain't never been married. I used to want a wedding. I wouldn't mind for the right person if we did the courthouse and maybe later on did a celebration. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't have to be, because for me, as I get older, I recognize I got like 3 more years before everybody at my house. Right. I got 2 boys. I got one in college. I got one in high school.
Right.
And that man graduated from high school. He said he's not staying in Memphis to go to school. He's going to go play football for LSU. Okay, fine, son. Do that. I want to travel while my children are off doing what they do.
Right.
I want to travel. So for me, I don't have to spend all the money. Now, if my mama or my daddy wanted to pay for a wedding, I would allow them to. I would let them. But for me, I don't necessarily have to have that, right? I ain't gotta have no big old wedding. Let's go and make this official. And then later on, we want to have a celebration with our friends, family, that sort of thing. Absolutely, let's do it. I'm not opposed to that. Again, if my mom and dad want to pay for a wedding, by all means, have at the house. Just let me pick my dress out.
All right. So what the ring got to look like?
I'm not even big on. So first of all, let's talk about how me and jewelry don't even work out like that. I would wear my engagement ring. It doesn't have to be super expensive. And I like different. So I don't have to have what everybody else got, right? I don't have to have. My favorite color is blue. If you got me a blue, something opal, whatever you propose to me with that, I'd be okay. I'm okay with that. I'm a girly girl, but I'm simple. So I don't have to have certain things that the average woman have to have. I'm not, because I'm gonna be happy if you spent $5,000 on the ring versus $10,000 or $20,000. Well, now if you want to spend $10,000 to $20,000 on the ring, I ain't gonna stop you. But if you know, the symbolism for me, the relationship for me is more important than the actual wedding, the ring, all that stuff. Because I don't have to, me and rings, I wear them and I take them off when I come home, and I don't wear them all the time. I might forget to put a ring on one day. Now, the wedding ring is going to be something different. I'm going to try to be real intentional about wearing my ring. I wear jewelry, but I have to be in the mood to wear jewelry. Get what I'm saying? So it's not necessarily a big thing for me.
Right.
As far as that's concerned, but I would be okay. My favorite color is blue. You could get my birthstone. Like you know, I don't have to have the big old heavy ring. I ain't gotta have, get my ring size and give me something symbolic for me. You know, what turns me on is somebody who pays attention to me and who knows what I like and know what I am into, and that supports those things. That for me is better than anything in the world for me. I'm not a materialistic type. I like material things, but I don't have to. We ain't got to lead with that. That's just my thing.
Right. But all right.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm speaking on the majority, and I witnessed this.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this same instant guy got you a little ring, and your friends, they own you. Man, he got you that little bit of old ring, and that seems like that make the woman feel some type of way.
It does. It does. I say that it does. Hold on.
All right.
This heat, Jesus. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I tried to knock the chill off. We got a little chill in here. Now I'm about to die.
Oh, you okay?
Oh.
And they mess around and bring that back to the man and don't know the man doing the best he can do. He got what he can get you. But some people get caught up in money and materialistic where they mess up relationships. And that's why, to me, a lot of relationships doesn't work, because you worry about what other people think versus how your man feel and how he make you feel.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? Everybody seems to want to put a number on it. If I get you a $3,000 ring, I should have got you the $5,000 ring. Get you the $5,000, you should have got me the $10,000.
Is it paid, baby? You could afford the $3,000. It's paid for, because at the end of the day, bills got to be paid.
My point exactly. But so many people think and it goes both ways. I'm not gonna just put it all on women.
Yeah.
But so many people think about themselves and how they look in their appearance.
Yeah.
They put that over everything. Yeah. Including the person they're supposed to be in love with.
Yeah.
Oh, this person ain't got this type of car. We see it all the time. How materialistic just drive everything.
I hate that.
Attention.
So I used to watch this thing with one of the guys that I dated. And it's this guy who he'll go and he'll try to holler at a girl. And I can't remember the dude's name. He'll try to holler at a girl. And the girl won't give him a time of day. But then when she see him get in his car, and he'll have like a Lamborghini or, some nice car, then the girl want to holler at him. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, people are so superficial. Which leads me to my next question. Why is it that when some men, not all, but when some men have a woman that's with them, like, if they got an air mattress, the girl got them. They down for them. They really into them. They really like them. They sleeping on couches. They right there with dude. You know what I'm saying? Because they know that he might have fell on hard times or whatever. Or in situations where women were supporting their man, if they were in the NFL or, when they like in college, they were college sweethearts. They supported them through college while they were doing whatever. I think about The Best Man, for instance.
Uh-huh.
And that's your girl. That's your girl. She been with you through everything. You done did whatever you wanted to do. When you get to a certain level, I see a lot of times where, and this ain't just the NBA or the NFL, but just in real life, if a guy elevates to a certain level, I see a lot of times they don't want to fool with the girl who was down for him. You know what I'm saying? When he ain't had nothing, they want to go after the girls that they didn't have a chance in hell with.
All right. I'm gonna say this.
To him having money or making money.
Say this. Even though she was down with him, how she make him feel? You could be down with me from me not having nothing, but you also can be throwing it in my face every day.
No, I see. I see a lot of women who don't.
Let me explain.
Go ahead.
Let me explain. Because every relationship different, so I can't speak them all. But you have women get with people, get with a man knowing they ain't got nothing and knowing she got the money, but she with him because she want to control him. Yeah, it happens.
I see that, but in this situation, in this scenario, that ain't what I'm talking about.
All right, but I'm just speaking on.
I got you. Give me you playing devil's advocate, so I like it.
Right. So if I got a woman that's doing everything, but she make me feel like crap. No, the first times I get on my feet, I'm out of there. I'm just with you until I can do better. You wouldn't have taken.
What if you have the opposite of that though? I see a lot of guys, they got a girl that's down for them.
All right, I'm gonna hit you with that one. I'm gonna answer that for you. All right. Sometimes we get complacent. Like, all right, even though she's doing all this here, she don't dress up as much no more. You know what I'm saying? Or we don't go out as much no more. For whatever the case may be, then sometimes now we start getting more options as men. Because now we making that money now. Whereas now we getting a whole lot of attention. Some men can't handle that. The reason why they do what they do.
Listen. If I'm a girl that's down for you, I got the clothes. I can dress up. I can go get things done, right? But I'm hanging with you while you going through your little rough patch.
All right, let me say this then. You answer this for me then. Why women go out and cheat? What make women go out and cheat on a man that's holding them down and paying all the bills?
I think sometimes, let me say this. Sometimes I think that it's an emotional thing. Sometimes I think if the man is always working and providing, that ain't enough. Now that would be enough for me. Listen, if you working and you doing your thug thizzle, work, baby, work. I ain't got no problem with it. I do want time because one of my love languages is time. I like to spend time. So I don't want to be put in a position where I'm in this situation by myself. Don't get me wrong. However, if you are making sure I'm straight and you're working, I ain't got no problem with that. It on the flip side of that, if every time you call me and you going through a rough patch, every time you call me, I'm there. I got your back. I don't judge you. I ain't judging your situation. I got your back. I've seen females do this because some women are nice in those situations. And because they're nice and they have a good heart, the men don't appreciate what is being given, right? So because they don't appreciate it, and I think some people are entitled. I'm gonna say that.
Okay.
Some people feel entitled. If we dating, if we talking, you need to be ride or die for me. But if you're not giving that same energy, and I'm constantly giving that energy, but you ain't giving that same energy, what am I doing?
Once again, it goes both ways. And I'm gonna give you two different scenarios. Just like you saying that a man work all the time, he not getting you the attention. Some women still go out and cheat because they're not getting the attention, but he's still providing. He's still doing his job as a man.
Right.
Oh, baby. And this where we feel like we stuck in between the rock and the hard place. Mm-hmm. Because, all right, if I don't bring home the money, I ain't making enough, you upset. Now, working a lot, bringing home the money, you didn't get enough attention. You unhappy, you still go out and do the same thing. And the man looking like, okay, damn if I do, damn if I don't.
I don't think it's that though. And here, let me say this.
All right.
I think communication is a big thing in this situation.
I'm glad you said that real quick. I can communicate with you on that, but if you start getting in your feelings that you not getting enough attention, you still gonna act the way you gonna act.
Well, no. So here, let me say this. Let me say this. I'm gonna say communication coupled with intentionality. Let me use. I hate to use Beyonce and Jay-Z, but I'm gonna use them in this example.
All right.
Beyonce, that heifer be on tours after tour. Right now, she getting ready to go back on tour. She just came off a tour not too long ago. She getting ready to go back on another tour, right? Beyonce said, and of course she did the Lemonade album, and we speculate Jay-Z might have cheated on her. He might not have. We don't know because they don't really talk about it candidly, but they just present it in their art. Beyonce said why they have been together for as long as they have is because they have an intentional date night. Intentionality. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So of course they got the means. If she overseas, he gonna get on the plane and hop and go see her, right?
Right.
We can be in the same house with the person that we love, and we do not be intentional about being present in their lives. And a woman can do the same. A woman can be working. I can have a goal that I'm working towards, right?
Right.
I can have a goal that I'm working towards, and I can say, well, baby, I'm studying. Baby, I'm doing this. Baby, I'm doing that. Da, 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 da. And I don't have time to spend time with my mate at that time. The same thing can be said about a woman who is not being intentional about spending any type of time with her mate.
Right.
Because I gotta get it. I gotta do this. I work. I got a lot of irons in the fire. Me personally, I know that. But there are some things I can relax and step back from if I'm in a relationship with somebody and I'm being intentional about spending time with that person. I can put something on the back burner. Well, I probably don't need to do this right this second. I could schedule this for another time, right? So it in my mind, I think it goes both ways because y'all can feel neglected too. I talked to a guy. I did a episode with a guy who said his wife was in school, and I understood that, but the girl wasn't intentional about anything when it came to him, so he went somewhere else and cheated. Right? He went and cheated with somebody else who paid him some attention, who gave him the attention that he was craving from his wife.
It sounds like some women do too.
Right.
And to speak on that, and like you said, it goes both ways. It's just like me having a wife at home, and every time I want to have sex, now I don't feel like it. No, my head hurt. No, today ain't a good day. Oh, I worked long hours today. Sooner or later, somebody got to make a sacrifice. Just like what we just spoke on about the man being at work all day, and you're not getting enough attention. Hey, bro, you need to request a day off. You need to take a vacation. Hey, you might need to call in. Hey, your wife over here, she need attention. Because I might be in a situation, or that man might be in a situation, I just can't up and quit this job. Because it pays for everything. Yeah. So I know you understand that I'm not getting you the attention because I'm coming home and I'm bone tired, we're not doing anything. Somehow you're gonna have to find a way. We got to make a sacrifice.
Yeah, you got to make some type of sacrifice. I agree with that. I think at some point some sacrifice needs to be made, but that's why I also think that building thing comes into play. Right. I think that building thing comes into play because, and we ain't, you know what? We supposed to be talking about what we drinking on now. I think we talked about it before we started to record. Hold on, let me pause real quick. So I made me a margarita and I added some rum to it. So I might be a little tipsy when we get done. Because I got Gran Cormino. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. That Grand Corvino, Kevin Hart's tequila, is like the chef's key. I think that's my favorite tequila of all the tequilas. It's expensive, but it's my favorite. It's my favorite tequila. I've had the Don Julio's, I've had the Jose Cuervo's, I've had the Dos Amigos. I done had a lot of tequilas. I ain't been to Mexico yet. I'm going in October, so I can't wait to taste that tequila over there at the real place where they make it, right? This Grand Cormino, I'm telling y'all, go get it, because it's Kevin just gone to slide me a couple of dollars for giving you your props. That's all I'm saying. It's really good. It's like it's a smoky and sweet.
Is it
I love it.
You drinking Reposado or Neo?
I'm drinking the original, the
Reposado.
the silver, yeah. Not Reposado. Reposado is the dark. I'm not drinking the dark.
No. Oh, Reposado ain't dog, is it?
Yeah, Reposado is dark.
I'm
a bartender, bruh. I know.
Okay. I'm just trying to make sure, because I had the one in the silver box.
Let me see what you got.
I must have threw the bottle away.
Okay.
The one I have that I drink on is what I was sipping on doing Shamika podcast.
Okay.
It's Quay Dior. And that's my go-to. Matter of fact, my homeboy that's supposed to have been on tonight's show. I took him I brought the bottle up there to him. Let him taste it. He couldn't believe it.
I'm gonna need you to send me that one so I can try it. I'm trying different ones.
I took him the same weekend. I took him to taste the Kevin Hart. He said, "No, you shouldn't let me taste that one first." He's like, "I like the Kevin Hart, but you shouldn't let me taste that one first."
I'm gonna try that one, but I love Grand Cormino. What happened? I had a birthday event back in October. And so one of my homegirls, she brought one of her friends with her because I was supposed to have game night. Game night turned into everybody get drunk and turn up. Okay. Not really turn up, but we was like having conversations and stuff, and everybody was drunk. But he brought a couple of bottles of Grand Cormino. He took one with him, but he left one here, and I'm grateful for it. So I've been sipping on it since then.
It's good.
I drink everything, so I've been sipping on it since then. What you sipping on tonight?
I'm actually drinking Hennessy. I just want to switch
I love
it up.
Hennessy. A lot of people say they don't like Hennessy. I love Hennessy. Hennessy is my fave.
I recently had the Shay, the Le Portier.
Oh.
The Cat Williams was drinking on Shay.
The Club Shay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's $100 a bottle for the food.
I know it is.
It's smooth.
I'm gonna try. I want to try that. I really, really do. I love a good smooth,
right?
A little dark. Dark is my favorite. I fool with, like, a lot of people say they can't drink light. Some people say they can't drink dark. I don't know why. It's all liquor to me. It's all liquor to me. But yes, I love liquor, period. I just do. Right. But I am a bartender, so the Cocktail Therapy Podcast goes with my bartending brand, my mobile bartending brand. So but yeah, so back to what we talking. I just wanted to plug the drinks in. Normally we do it at the very beginning, but we got right into conversation, so
yes.
I ain't want to, so the building together for me, that's why I said, and I'm not necessarily a boyfriend and girlfriend relationship, because unless it's committed and you're going in the direction of marriage, I don't think that you should be planning to build with your boyfriend or girlfriend. Like, y'all should have some commonalities. Right. Y'all should have, some things, but unless you're planning on merging your lives together, I don't think that building conversation should happen immediately. But as time goes on, you need to know where you stand. So here's my other thing.
I'm gonna say this for you.
Go ahead.
I at least feel like you should at least have that conversation if you're gonna date them. If we start out dating, I kind of want to know what your intentions. Are you dating for a long relationship, or this is short term. That way we get that on out the way. We ain't got to waste each
That's
other's
a great
time.
point. That way you don't know where you stand.
Right.
So, and I did. So tell me this. Let me ask you this since you did that because it took me off my path. But we finna get back to it. How soon is so? When do you think, as a guy, is it okay to have that conversation?
If we grown, we can have it. I'm looking at. I'm thinking the first date we actually go out on. I ain't gonna say
Really?
I'm not gonna say the phone conversation where we talking on the phone leading up to the date. But I'm gonna say once we get to the date, now we can let it all out. 'Cause now we see each other, we face to face,
Yeah.
and I can see your face expression on certain questions that I ask. You might be.
Wow.
Oh,
So
wow.
you say first date.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what? That's a little different.
My thing is, cause all it is a conversation. At least you know,
It
and
is.
ain't no need to wasting no more time. What I look like waiting a month from now,
To
then
have
to
a
come to find
conversation.
out. Nah, I don't want to be married. No, I don't want no kids. No, I don't want this. I don't want. Or yeah, I want this and I want this, and I'm on the opposite side of the fence. That way I can go ahead and say, oh no, we can be good friends, and let me move on to someone else. See, we
Yeah.
done waste all that
Okay.
time playing, and ain't nobody
You
asked the
know
question.
what? I think that's why people feel like their time is wasted. But a lot of guys feel like it's a turnoff if a woman leads with, hey, I'm looking for this. This is what I want. Now, when we had those conversations, I think guys are intimidated, right? I think guys are intimidated by those conversations that we have when we first begin the dating process because in their minds, they think we're trying to rush something. We're trying to push them into this. We're trying to put, and I'm just telling you what I want to do. This is what I want to eventually one day get married. I want to be in a long-term relationship. That's what I am. I don't, if I'm a play, I'm a play, right? But if I'm if I want a serious relationship and I feel like you are the person that I can have that serious relationship with,
right?
I want to have that conversation early on so I know where I stand.
Right.
So
now, to me, them immature guys that probably feel that way, in my opinion, because I don't feel like it's nothing wrong with you telling me what you want for the future. Because I'm looking at you to see if you that. I'm the reason why I'm dating you, because I'm trying to see if you that potential person for me for the future. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, if that person ain't on that level, then hey, it's your time to speak up. It's your chance to speak up to say, hey, I hear what you're saying. That's not what I want right now. It's okay to say that. That's the purpose of the date.
It's absolutely okay to say
and
that.
we still could be cool,
we
whatever.
Be homies. We could be boys.
Sometimes dudes feel, men probably feel like, I gotta, now she want all this, now I gotta pretend like I'm this to try to get some.
I think a lot of guys are trying. So let me say this. What age do you think a guy should stop being a player or playing the field?
Everything to me is based on maturity. I can't say on how this person was raised, if that makes sense. I don't know if they been around any positive men coming up. Some people just late bloomers. Like they probably weren't getting attention in their 20s and 30s and just start popping in their 40s. And they want to see what this about. Oh, I never experienced this.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it could be a brand new experience for them.
Right.
All right, let me see how this goes, because I've been hearing about it from my teens, 20s, and 30s through seeing other people doing it. But I always been a one-woman person, if that was the case. Let me see how it is. And then I used to hear all the time from older guys, no, it's okay to date multiple women because you just dating. As long as you're not committing to no one person and they know you just dating, because that's how you find what you're really looking for. I might date you and then turn around, go on a date with this person here. We ain't exclusive. So I'm not cheating on you. But what I'm doing is like a job interview. I'm
Yeah.
trying to see who the best candidate for me and
So-
for what I want.
So let me ask you this. If a woman takes that approach, because I see a lot of guys saying that's wrong for a woman to take the same approach that men take, because here's the thing. We auditioning too. I gotta know if I want to spend the rest of my life with you as well.
But this where it come in at. If you sleeping with the person will make all the difference. I'm saying that would change everything about that.
So a guy can hold on. So a guy can audition and they can sleep with multiple women. No. Okay.
I'm not saying that.
Okay.
It's going both ways.
Okay.
If you sleeping with this person, that changed everything in my eyes.
Okay.
Now, everybody might not agree. But if I'm sleeping with you, then I'm sleeping with this person. At this point, you really ain't interfering. You just trying to get your rocks off. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You ain't really there looking for no long-term relationship. Some people look at it as, I'm doing it, but if it's one that's sticking around that I really like, then that's what I'm going to be with. And a lot of times, that turn out to be, that's how it go. Like, man, I was talking to her and her.
Right.
But I really like her. I just went on to hit her and her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they let me. But the way this person act and when she treat me, I'm gonna ride with her. Man, she down for me. The other two ain't. Right. I just used them for this here at the time. Mm-hmm. But now that, man, I got somebody rock solid in my corner, even though I did all of them at the same time, I'm gonna roll with her. That's how a lot of us men kind of look at a lot of this. Like,
but so do men assume that if a woman say date them all, sis, do y'all assume we sleeping with all of them?
Yes.
Well, why? Because it's the same thing. It's no different.
You said, do we assume? I ain't said nothing. I ain't said we were right. You said, do we assume?
Okay. Fair enough.
In our opinion, yeah, we might think you somebody hitting that. Especially if we've been around and you ain't gave it to us. Just like, all right, you say you have 2 kids, correct?
I do.
All right. So that's just like me and you hook up, for example, and we talk 3-4 months, and every time I made a move, you say, nah, I'm good. Nah, I'm straight. For one, I'm going to think either she ain't feeling me like that or somebody else sleeping with her.
But let me give you some game. That may not always be the case.
That's the thing. And we know that.
That may not always be the case. So for me, what I have learned about myself is I might be going a little crazy. I might have a little attitude. I can go a while without having sex. Yeah. I can. Because as I get older, I value that more. And and not that I didn't value it when I was younger, but I really value that. So if I'm giving myself to you, I really take that to heart. And I'm not sleeping with you, him and him, right? So for me, if I'm not over a situation, I'm not gonna be out here constantly jumping in the bed with this one, that one, and that one. Additionally, I'm not going to be seeking out somebody else to just jump right on in the bed with. So if I'm just going out on dates with different people, I'm going out on dates with different people. I'm trying to see who I like. I'm trying to see what I like. I'm trying to get acquainted with who I like and where I want to be, because apparently this last situation wasn't what I needed, right? So let me see what else is out there. So it's not necessarily a thing. So if I'm dating, it's an application process. It's like the job pool.
Yeah, I agree with you. But it go back, like you said, that's what we feel, that's what we think. Not to say we right on what we think, but that will come to mind.
Yeah.
So if I'm doing everything to show you that you the person I want to be with, and you still on the fence that you're not sure, and you continue to date, so when you see me out with somebody else, don't be the one to get mad.
I done got caught up a couple of times like that. I ain't gonna lie to you.
See, it's the thing. See, now you sending it to me, you putting out mixed signals.
Well, no, let me tell you why I got caught up like that.
Hold on, I'm cooking. Let me finish.
Come on, let me let you cook.
Baby. Let me finish. Reason why I say that, Because if I'm kind of expressing and taking time and making time to spend with you, I'm spending money on you, you know that I like you. And if I'm telling you that this is something that I want, you keep saying that you're not sure, but don't want to put a label on it. When you see me with somebody else, you ain't got the right to say anything. In my opinion, even though you feel like, nah, I just want to be friends, because a lot of people, it happens to a lot of people where person don't want to make up their mind. You got this person wondering, and they putting in all this work, and you dating all you know what I'm saying? You dating everybody else. Don't nobody want to look like no fool. So the name of your show is What a Man Want, right?
Right.
What a man want, first off, respect. That's one. We don't want to look like a fool. And when I'm gonna use this for example for that. I don't want to pick you, the person that I want to be with, and then we go into a room and probably about 2 or 3 guys know you and they slept with you, and you never say nothing. We looking like, you know, she used to be such, such, such. That's why they say a woman past can come back and hunt them. If you, especially these Instagram models, these strippers, certain men ain't gonna deal with them. Like such ran the train on her back in the day. Now we finna put you in the category. Once we find out, you could come out and be truthful with us, and we find out, oh, you in a whole nother category.
So let me give you the 2 examples where I got caught up.
All right.
Okay, so if I like somebody, they ask me out, we go out, and we chilling. So I don't try to get locked in because I kind of feel like a lot of times, I think sometimes men are full of shit. Sometimes I do. I really do. I think you're after a certain particular thing. So there was a guy. This happened to me twice. Both guys didn't want anything serious. Okay. I'm not looking for nothing serious. I just want to hang out. Oh, okay, cool. All right. Okay, cool. Straight. We had a good date. It was cool. So one guy saw me out, and I think he was super intimidated. This happened to me. This was in college. One of my homeboys was from Chicago. He had a cousin, and I told this story on another episode. But he had a cousin. Cousin was a dope boy. Now, I don't know. I'm from the hood, but I'm not of the hood. Okay. Grew up in North Memphis. But my mama, we worked in the community, but I wasn't like, you know, I wasn't out. My mama, nigga, you need to get your tail in his house. You don't need to be out after a certain hour, blah, blah, blah. So that wasn't what I was doing. I went out in the streets hanging out like that.
Right.
So it took me a minute to catch on to the fact that this man was a D-boy. And he was really, really sweet, really, really cool. And so this guy who I had a crush on, I liked, we went out on a date, told me he wasn't really interested in anything. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Back when I was in college, and I tell people this all the time, I was a trip. I was a mess with myself. When it came to dating, I played the game the guys play. I didn't sleep with everybody, but I played the game the guys play. If you tell me you ain't want to, okay, my guy, we can be cool. We can be homies. It's all good. I don't know what it was about that pissed a nigga off when I did that. It was something about it. It was like, oh, this girl ain't like the other girls. She don't be tripping. Like, I don't. I heard you. Somebody like it. You don't like it. Somebody do. That was my motto.
Right.
So this guy, he had come to town. He stayed in Jackson. I went to Jackson State. He stayed in Jackson for like a month. He was hanging out, and he told his cut, "Hey man, let me hook me up." Okay, I'm oblivious to everything. Hey man, my cousin wanna like holler at you. I said, what cousin? My cousin visited from Chicago. I was like, oh, okay. He took me out to like the fanciest restaurant in Jackson. And I was like, oh my God, what you want? Whatever you want. This might put that wads cash out. I was like, I still ain't caught on, right? It's not 2 and 2 ain't equaling 4 right now. I ain't asked dude what he did or nothing. I'm just out on the date. And we chilling and we hanging out. So this other dude that I had a crush on, that I had gone out on a date with, He rolled up to the same restaurant. I guess he must have got his refund check. I don't know. But he done rolled up to the same restaurant with somebody else. He see me at the restaurant with old boy. He like, oh no, this heifer didn't. Like, what you doing? Well, see what happened was
All right.
you told me you wasn't interested in nothing. So, you know, I play it cool. Hey, such and such, this is such and such. Yeah, they shake hands. Hey, what's up, doc? What you and so he tried to, you ain't called me. I said, was I supposed to call you?
In front of his date?
Yeah. Ooh. Sir, did I tell you I was gonna call you? Did we? I missed that conversation. I said, well, you know, if you want to talk to me, you can call me. How about that? Went on back to my date. It was all good. He was messed up. He was messed up for days. Like, I know you didn't. Later on in life, same thing happened because I listen. I listen for context clues. If you tell me straight up, I'm not really looking for nothing serious. I just want this, that, and the third. Okay, I want this. I know what I want. I don't want to play out here in the field. Right. You know, I want a relationship. So if that's what I want, I ain't finna be pouring into you. I ain't finna be spending. I'm gonna go do something else. This guy was livid. Like, how dare you go out on a date with somebody else, but we're not exclusive. You told me you weren't looking for nothing serious. I want something serious.
You probably dodged the bullet. He sound like he would have been controlling if you would been in a relationship with him.
That night was hot. He was 4 days hot. Like, how wow. And I don't understand that concept. If you tell me you don't want nothing serious, I feel like, okay, cool. Bet that up. We can be cool. The last situation I was in, I wish we could have just been friends. I literally wish that because I miss him. We were not good in a relationship together.
Right.
It wasn't. It just, I wish we had just said, let's just be homies.
Right.
He's cool in a fool. He's just awful as a mate for me. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I wish that early on we could have just been homies and we could have just been cool. Awesome person, good to trip with, lots and lots of fun. But when it comes to matters of the heart, whatever you got going on, whatever your little hang-ups or whatever it is, you aren't communicating those things to me. You just acting differently. So let me go here. The change up. So you start off in a situation, and I call it the honeymoon phase, right?
Uh-huh.
Everything is, I want you everywhere I am. I want you to be here, there, and everywhere. I want this, that, and the third. But then all of a sudden, something changes. It's a shift. Don't necessarily be another person. Might have been another person. I don't know. But how is it that you guys can just shift like that? Like one day, y'all cool in the fool, you all lovey-dovey, and then the next day, it's like, I don't like this helper no more. What? Why the change up?
Man, honestly, that's normally something a female does.
I done seen Negroes do it. I done seen Negroes do it.
For a man to switch up just like that, he wasn't feeling you from the jump. He couldn't have been feeling you from the jump, because the person that we feeling and we see potential in them, we ain't gonna come to them that way. And I'm gonna give you an example with me. A while back, talking to a young lady, and I'm me and her rapping. So I tell her, hey,
Cajun seafood pasta.
I probably want to have kids.
Mm-hmm.
She like, well, I can't have any. I already have how many kids she had. I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
But I already have kids. I don't want no more. Then turn around and tell me, well, we do something. We just do something. We grown. Oh, for real? Oh, bet. Well, since you put it out there, and we do something.
We grown.
Yeah, we grown. Hey, you put it out there. You came, we did it. That's what it is. All right, next day, when me and you gonna go out? Huh? When you gonna take me out? Why would I do that? So now you trying to make it something that we done had a conversation about. Oh, I want you to come to my birthday party. Plan a date. I said, look, we talked about that. I told you I want kids. You said you don't want none. So I'm thinking, all right, ain't no chance, no relationship. We both want something different. We're not compatible. We had this conversation. So now you want to plan dates and stuff. Why?
Because it's not going anywhere because y'all don't want the same things.
Right. So I'm looking at you like, why you asking me why haven't I planned a date with you?
So when y'all had the conversation about the kids,
she claims she don't remember.
She don't remember saying she don't want kids?
No. She said she don't remember having that conversation. Then gonna turn around and say, yeah, I don't want it because I can't have any more. I said, well, we had a conversation about that and I thought it was understood before we even did something. You see what I'm saying? Before we even did anything. That's the reason why I went forward to doing something with you, because we had a conversation that all this is. Nothing more, nothing less. We just getting our rocks off. That's it.
So for you,
go ahead.
So if you really like a chick, but she can't have kids, not that, and I'm asking this from a standpoint of somebody who medically cannot have children, and it might not be because of anything that something that's just beyond her control. So are you telling me that you would just X out, and it's fine if you do?
Yeah, but this is the thing though. That's the purpose of having a conversation.
Right.
You telling me what you want in life, I'm telling you what I want in life.
Okay.
So if I'm telling you this is something I want in life, I don't care how you look and how attractive you are. You can't give me what I said I want. I'm gonna find somebody else that look just as good as you that can have kids. Okay. If that's what I want. Okay. It ain't about your looks at this point.
Well, I'm not even talking about looks. I'm saying if a woman has, because I also think that I have a friend who, she medically couldn't have kids.
Right.
So she and her husband adopted kids.
Okay.
They were able to do that.
But that's something the husband was willing to do.
Okay.
You have guys that just stand on, I want my own. I don't want to adopt. Gotcha. It's like you have women. I don't want to adopt. I want to have my own child. Yeah. You got too many kids. No, we all have some that we might want in life, the other person might not want. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So you can't leave some. That's what's the purpose of having a date, to have that conversation about that. That way you can make your termination instead of getting your feelings involved. Right. Then your feelings got so deep. Now you know what I'm saying, you ran them on stalking somebody that you didn't have to stalk, or you done left them from the first conversation. Yeah. Yeah. That's the whole purpose. So that's why that's what I meant by that. Like, okay. It don't matter what it is. At this time I'm coming to you, this is what I'm looking for. This is what I like to have. Now, as we get older, things change. All right, then, okay. 5 or 10 years go by, and I still haven't had any. Now I meet somebody else that meet everything, but we older now. Can't do that. So things change. But from that time, that moment that we having that date, and I'm telling you, hey, this is what I'm looking for, and this is what I want. Take it as that. That's why I said we can always be friends. We ain't gotta get sexual. You ain't gotta get ugly. Right. But once you get in a relationship, I'm not gonna be calling you and all this in your relationship, messing up nothing you got. Yeah. And I expect the same. Yeah. That's what I mean by that. Let me pump a little more of this handy because I'm starting to feel good.
And we ain't finna be on here for much longer. We done went over our hour and everything. This conversation is good though.
It's all good.
Yeah.
But and I kept thinking about your topic. What men want. Key word is men to me. Right. They got to be mature enough to know what they want.
Mm.
And everybody don't know what they want. That's why when we're in our 20s, you sleeping with multiple girls. You're doing this because it take a long time for a lot of us men to mature to even know what we want. They're just in life, period.
Yeah.
We ain't sure. Sometimes we had the best thing in front of us and we continue to keep looking over it.
Yeah.
And then look back on like, man, she was everything that I needed. And I messed it up.
What do you do? Like if you mess a situation up, like if you was totally a butthole to the girl that really, really cared about you, really loved you, really had your back, was really what you was looking for, but you weren't ready for that girl at that particular time. How do you try to go after that girl, or do you try to fight for that situation, or do you just fall back?
It all depends if the person's single or not.
Okay.
By the time you look back, this person might be married with kids.
Yeah.
And then again, she might not look the same as she did when you had that attraction. You know what I'm saying? You might not be you start experiencing more and being around other women. She might not be, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. We years go by, we get older, we look different.
Yeah.
We don't look the same if we did. We don't even think the same no more. She might be still stuck on hood stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I might be like, oh, I'm a working man now. She might still love deep boys, or he might still like immature women. You know what I'm saying? No, we all grow and look at things different as we get older.
But what about? But I'm just saying. So, say for instance, you screwed up.
Okay.
Do you at least apologize? You know, people say closure is something that you need. Do you think in a situation where it was intense, that person loved you, you probably loved that person, it just didn't work out? Do you think there is a sense of a need for closure?
It depends. That's all depending on you as a person. Some people can move on and won't even lose no sleep. Whatever happened. I was young, I was immature. They moved on. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just can't go back into the past and fix it. It's just life.
I don't necessarily think that people want to fix it. I think they just want closure.
Even if you apologize to them, that don't mean it's closure for you. I could apologize to you, you still hate my guts. Depending on what I did.
I think a lot of people just want an apology. I think a lot of people, let me just say this. A lot of people who are wronged in situations, if you apologize to that person, they might not come around right away when you want them to come around, but they'll say at least that person realized what it was that they did, what it was that they couldn't be for me, and they came back and said, hey, I was wrong for what I did, and they apologized. You get what I'm saying?
I follow you, but I don't think you understand what I'm saying.
Okay, what you saying?
Depending on how it ended, I can't apologize for shooting your mama. I can't apologize for raping your little sister. I'm just using that as an example.
Yeah.
Certain stuff you just can't apologize though. Nigga, they don't give a fuck. If I slept with two of your best friends and your cousin, apology ain't gonna get it when you already moved on. Most people don't even want you to bring that back up.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm like? No, I don't even bring up that bad memory because he had me in a bad place at that time.
Yeah.
And then a lot of them, you trying to backtrack, and you find out that this woman's single, and you trying to backtrack, she looking at you like, oh, something must ain't went right in your life after all that low down stuff you did. Why you back on my porch?
So let me ask you this, because you're talking about backtracking. This is probably gonna be our last question.
All right.
We went over our hour, but you coming back. Why do men always try to double back with the woman when you know you have no intentions of giving that woman what she needs? What if the woman, what if the woman cut that out?
Then we ain't backtracking.
Huh?
We ain't backtracking until we try to get it. I'm gonna say this, and this happened to me. I'm gonna run this down real quick. I talked to a married chick. I
Mm-hmm.
was 25. She was 30.
Mm-hmm.
All right. She had 3 kids at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I was just coming out of a relationship of 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
My girlfriend was still staying in my house when I was talking to her.
Oh wow.
All right, I'm just waiting on her to move out, so I'm paying everything that I need to pay. Your deposit on your apartment, whatever it is that you need.
Right.
You got tickets. I'm trying to pay everything to go help you get you to move. All right, me talking to this married chick. Uh, her husband just packed up and left. Got an apartment. Didn't even tell her. So we
Wow.
both coming from a little drama in our past and
Right.
hooking
Right. Right.
up.
Right. Right.
All right. The married chick actually worked at my job with me at the time. We
Okay.
worked together.
You
That's
had
how
you
we
had a
ended up
work wife.
connecting. All right. That's how we ended up connecting.
Right.
Her husband was working there too until he got fired. That's how I ended up getting the opportunity to even talk to her. All right. So talking to her for 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
Situation got out that I saw that she was acting funny with me. She decided she wanted to get back with her ex-husband, but she didn't
Mm.
tell me.
Right.
So I happened to go over there one day. Ex-husband answered the door.
You
All
just
right.
did a pop up. You ain't call her.
Look, the thing was, it was on her birthday.
Oh, okay.
She told me that she was going out with the girls.
Mm.
So when I left the club, I had to pass her apartments to get on the expressway to head home.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that her car was there. So I'm like, oh, she must got home early.
Right.
Stop knocked on the door. Whole time, her husband there, she lied about being with the girls. She was with him. But you'd have been real and just told me this is what you want
What
to
was
do.
up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I never had no problem. I never had no problem leaving. If you want to go, go. I'm not going to stalk you. I'm not going to do
Right.
none of that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm too good of a man to go through all that.
Yeah.
All right. So that happened. Husband, so when he answered the door, I had to hurry up and come over something. I came over like the stupidest, I said the stupidest shit that you could think of. I said, man, my car just quit. Like she work on cars. When he answered, because it threw me off.
Right.
I'm trying to think
This
quick.
man to open the door.
At
Wow.
25. So she's standing on the side of the door like this here. And I have to lean in. So they in there 5 minutes. I'm outside with my hood up on my car.
Mm-hmm.
And and Christ Paul, I'm parked right next to him.
Wow.
So he come out first. He said, man, put your hood down and quit stunning. That's what he said to me as he walking going to his truck.
Whoa.
So where my granddaddy raised me, and I'm kind of glad it kind of trickled in my head. He said, never argue with the dude because you're not in no relationship with him.
Right.
You get on that woman behind.
Yeah.
But at the time, they still legally married. I didn't know nothing about how marriage worked.
Right.
So me being young, immature, and never been in no situation like that.
Mm-hmm.
So she come out. Now I'm cussing her out. I'm going in on her. You sus. Now this time, I'm thinking, dude, getting ready to pull off. Because he done got in his truck like he finna pull off because he came out before she did.
Right.
But when I started arguing with him, my back was towards him. He get out, he walk around. I just so happened to see him out the corner of my eye.
Mm-hmm.
So at the time, 05, there wasn't franchise boards, them long t-shirts was in.
Yeah.
I had this long t-shirt on, long red t-shirt on,
Mm-hmm.
but I had my gun on me.
Mm-hmm.
So at the corner of my eye, he was like 3 steps from me. I didn't know I couldn't see him from his waist down because he had a pickup truck.
Right.
This man about 6'2". I'm 5'6". I'm probably about 175 pounds. Then I was light as a feather.
Mm-hmm.
But this man come around, before I knew it, I ain't know if he had none. I pulled my gun out on him. He ran back to his truck, let the seat back. Before I knew it, to this day, I still don't know how I got over there that fast. When he looked up, I had the gun pointing right at his head. I said, bro, you don't want to do it. Don't do it. So I saw that he didn't have anything.
Right.
I let him go. That's another thing that I went against that my granddaddy told me. If you're going to pull the gun out, you use it.
Absolutely.
In a way, I'm kind of glad I didn't.
Right.
At that time, it ain't no working out for me. So he got up, he left. I'm back arguing with her. He called her phone. I looked, see it was him. I said, that's him. Yeah. I snatched the phone. This was one of the realest dudes I ever met. when I grabbed the phone and I started, hey bro, he stopped me. He said, bro, man, you did what you had to do. He said, he said, man, you did what you had to do. I gave her back the phone. And what I took that ass, even now, when he said that, I should have never came to you. I should never ran up on you.
Right.
Like, dude, you didn't say nothing to me.
Right.
You defending yourself.
Right.
Plus, then neither one of us know what she was telling him and what
Right.
she was telling me.
Yeah.
He stayed with her for 3 months and dumped her again. Fast forward 5 years later, I end up dating her again.
Oh wow.
After all that happened, I dated like 5 years later.
Ooh.
All right. Like she kind of changed a little bit, but she really didn't. So I'm over there.
Right.
I'm still thinking about what happened 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm at a house. You know how your smoke detector be beeping, little noises in the house, your refrigerator running.
Yeah.
Every little noise, I'm paranoid because I'm thinking it. I'm like, I could never get comfortable with her.
Right.
So I had this police officer in my job working with me.
Mm-hmm.
She was there, she was talking to me. She said, man, how long you ain't been dating again? She said, man, I ain't seen this girl not once come up here and bring you lunch. And it made me think.
Mm-hmm.
She said, no, you need to let her go. You need to let her go. And she said, you backtrack? She said, that's why I never backtrack. Let her go. And come to find out, I was sleeping with her. We ended up stopped talking. 3 months, she was getting married.
So she was messing with somebody the whole time.
The whole time. I guess you trying to use me to get over what they was going through. Ended up getting with this other guy and got married.
That's
Me
crazy.
and my homeboy sitting in Happy Mexican. I see some of my old coworkers come in. She come behind with the thing on the same married. My homeboy so pissed. This B? He be like, bro, I'm gonna go. We all went out to eat like a month or two before that.
Yeah.
He hot. Man, this mama. So that's why I said sometimes it depends on the situation, on how things ended. Now, if y'all both mature parties, y'all talk to that like, hey, this just didn't work out.
Yeah.
Or whatever the case may be, it's different. Because I done had that conversation like, look, man, I can't see myself having a child with you. By the way, things you doing that I don't agree with.
Yeah.
And she's telling me things that she don't like and she don't agree with. And it's best for us to part ways. So later on down the line, you can't say, man, this man was low down to me, he did this, he did that. Man, we actually had a conversation. We both decided to end it like grown people. She went nowhere, I went mine.
Yeah.
But she ain't got no problem if a child call me. Child might still hang with my sister and her daughter because they around the same age.
Yeah.
It's no issue.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Because we ended like how grown people supposed to end it. And that, to me, that's the key.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got you. Well, we about to wrap these up because we done been on here for longer than an hour. But my Antonio, you coming back. As a matter of fact, tell your homeboy we need to schedule his issues.
Gotcha.
Around this time. Thank you, Tonio, for coming on. If anybody want to follow you, how can they reach you? How can they follow you?
I mean, I'm not a big social media guy. Just tag me on Facebook. I don't post much.
I got
This
you.
like the second interview I ever done for our podcast, so
Yeah.
I'm still trying to get used to it and the flows. I'm not used to just talking. I'm used
Okay.
to giving people advice over the phone, not
Not on the
yeah,
on
it's
the
not. Yeah,
platform. I got you. I got you. I got you.
all right, but
Well, we're
hey,
gonna have
anytime.
Antonio back. Make sure y'all are following Cocktail Therapy, the podcast. Make sure y'all are going over on Facebook and on YouTube and following us. We're gonna see y'all. We air Wednesdays at 6 o'clock. Y'all make sure y'all look out for Tonio. We talking about what men want, and we're gonna have a part 2, probably part 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know. But
You know
Tonio,
what?
we got some good information.
That part
So,
two, we definitely gonna dive into a little more of what men want.
yes, we
We
are.
didn't do it on this one,
We did.
but
We
we
talked
gonna
about
dive
different
in a little more.
things. Yeah, but we're gonna dive into it a little bit more. We are. So thank you guys for joining us again. I'm finna finish this margarita and eat my dinner, which is late in the mug. But y'all make sure y'all check us out and y'all are following us. We'll see y'all later. Bye.